Welcome back, Starfleet Cadets. This is Olba 10025, and I had someone actually ask about currencies and what it's like inside the game. So I want to give you a perspective on how I see it, basically, and kind of explain a little bit too, where they're used and all that kind of stuff. So let's go over currencies in Star Trek Online. Now, the first currency is called energy credits. Those are kind of your in-game credits you get for selling things. You get it for doing missions, kind of like credits in almost every other sci-fi game there is. Now, with those energy credits, you're able to buy from the NPCs and also from the exchange. So let's say I just want to look for something. I don't know. Let's go to ship consoles, ship engineering. Want to buy this one? It'll cost me 2,500 energy credits. That's fine. Basically, that's how the energy credits work as far as energy credits as an in-game currency. You could also go to any of the NPCs, if I can find one here, and purchase stuff from them. Yeah, here's a console here. Ship equipment. So I want to say buy some weapons. I'll do that as well. Torpedoes or whatever you want to go do. Normally, you really don't buy that much stuff from the NPC vendors. You always buy it on the auction house because it has better things on there. The one thing I use the energy credits for is buying commodities, which are kind of like these things here, which are kind of like a common inventory used for missions and stuff like that for the other missions. I'll show you what those are too in just a second. So that's one currency inside the game. It's called energy credits. It's also something called reputation marks. Reputation marks, where you do missions and you get these marks to use on different aspects of what you want to go submit them for. So let's go over one reputation right here. Task Force Omega, I have 958. So with that, I can actually purchase. Let's say I want to get to this armor here, right? This is a Mako armor. It will cost me 40,000 energy credits, or plus 500 Omega marks. So I'll be down to 458 in case I get that. And then also you need the other type of things, Borg neural processors. Every single type of reputation has some type of special thing. Like Delta Alliance has ancient power cells. Terran Task Force has gravimetric inducers. You know, every single reputation has that type, which you need also to purchase for whatever you want to go purchase inside the stores for reputation. For the reputation stuff, you don't have to buy this now. You could, I mean, this is an in-game type thing. It takes a while to actually get enough of these credits to go ahead and purchase whatever you want. Purchase shields, purchase torpedoes, purchase guns, whatever you want. Pretty much, you could go and get. Impulse engines for everything that you want to go and do. So that's reputation marks. Okay. The other type of thing is called fleet assets. Fleet assets are more used for purchasing things in your fleet stores. So when you join a fleet, you're able to purchase some things inside your fleet itself. And when you do active type of when you help out your fleet and getting projects done for your fleet, you get active fleet marks to use inside those areas like star bases. With this, I'm able to buy a fleet type ship using fleet marks, and then also some other types of things you go and use for it. You can get tricorders, you can get guns, you can get a whole mess of different things. That's for each different type of fleet that's out there, or fleet stores they're called basically. And you get that type of stuff to purchase exotic gear, modules, like whatever's out there basically for your character that you want to go and do. There's a whole mess load of different things you buy stuff for fleet marks. And then also it also uses something called dilithium. Okay, let's go to dilithium here. Dilithium is kind of tricky. Every day you can process 8,000 ore to be refined for dilithium, or refined dilithium. Okay. Ore is just kind of like rocks in your cargo bay. That's all it is. It's worthless until you refine it. Okay, once you refine it, then you get the refined ore to use for, let's say, we're going to go to the store. You can purchase stuff inside here, hangar pets, miracle worker modules, intel modules, reclaim stuff. You can do a whole bunch of different, purchase a mess load of different things for dilithium refined ore. Remember this. This is very important. Ore is useless until you refine it. That's why I got 248,000 and 20,000 left refined. I've been using this like crazy. Now, also too, it's inside the fleet stores requires fleet marks and also dilithium sometimes, or refined dilithium, in order to purchase certain things. And then also with dilithium, you could also exchange it for Zen. Zen is a real world currency, or dollar currency. 1 Zen equals 1 cent. So 1,000 Zen, or 100 Zen is $1. 1,000 Zen is $10. 3,000 Zen is $30. So that's basically how that works. I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to do the now, in fact, I'll do that in another video. But anyways, and it costs basically right now 500 refined ore, or 1 Zen for 1 penny. Okay, so calculate it by 8,000 dilithium ore you could turn into refined ore, and then divide that by 500. That's how much you could get Zen per day. Okay, that's how that kind of the system works. And Zen, like I said, sometimes they have really good deals on the website. You can go get those. They'll give you an extra 15%, 20%, 30%, whatever it is, and then go from there. The other thing that you get dilithium from is from doing events, patrols. Give an example here, which will be this one here. You go to PvE, go to patrols, and it tells you you're going to get 500 dilithium ore, which you need to refine into dilithium, which is the refined dilithium, to do whatever else you want with it. So like dilithium is kind of like the second version of the good currency. Great currency is Zen, but dilithium is probably used a lot more inside the game than anything else. And you just want to kind of get a bunch of it if you can. Doesn't matter like how you get it, just get it, basically. Get as much as you can. Basically, that's the whole thing. Now the other ways to get dilithium is from doing, probably gonna make another video on this, but I'm not too sure. From doing Admiralty missions, which is you send ships off, depending on what you're going to be doing, and send them off and you get some dilithium. And also duty officers give you dilithium as well. So give you like maybe 5, okay? If you get a critical success, I think it's like 8 or 10 or something like that. I forgot which. And you get dilithium from there. So it all adds up over time. And then also from reputation marks, every time you go ahead and do a project, like I'm doing this project here, I'm gonna get 340 dilithium ore, or doing this project takes 20 hours to go and do. So that's kind of how the system works as far as currency wise. Remember, energy credits is used for NPC and the auction house. Dilithium ore is just stuff you get. They're like Rocksharon Bay. That refined dilithium is 8,000 per day that you could refine, and 500 Zen. Right now it's 500 ore, or dilithium ore, per 1 Zen per penny, basically. That's how you kind of got to look at things when you actually look inside online for Star Trek Online. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Definitely hit that like button if you can, and share the video if you can. That definitely does help. Subscribe and all that kind of jibber jabber. So you guys have a good night. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, man, like I said, feel free to ask. I have no problem answering questions, and I'll try to do my best. If I don't know, I'll ask somebody and find out for you. You guys have a good night. Thank you, and I'll see you online.